How many types of breath do you know, and how many types do you use? We're going to talk about it. Hi, this is Liana, Holistic Intimacy Coach. Welcome back to my channel. Here, I help you get your orgasmic intimacy. Today, we're going to actually do breath work. We're going to try various types of breath. But first of all, here's why. Okay, it matters. Overall, in your life, first of all, breath work, sometimes combined with other practices, but it can be done on its own, helps you to calm down. If you're angry, if you've done an intense workout, if you had to make a run for it for God knows why, if you're somewhere really, really scared and you need to be quiet, breath helps you calm down. Specific types of breath. The second benefit is that it helps you to balance your emotions. And I'm talking all kinds of emotions. Maybe you're overexcited about something and it's not good. Maybe you're antsy about something. It helps you to calm down. Maybe you're worried. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you go through intense sorrow. Maybe you're longing for somebody. Maybe you feel like you're missing out on stuff. Maybe you're going through a long period of depression. All of these situations can be improved significantly with breath work. It is that powerful when you start to do it and when you have a guide also, especially when you're going through nasty stuff. You don't have the energy to push through them, so somebody that helps you push through, that holds space for you and really does it with you, super, super powerful. Another benefit is that it helps you to ground, okay? Come back in the here and now. Live out in your body more intensely. Feel yourself from within. That is extremely important. Presence, your ability to stay present and have a calm, magnetic, pleasurable, or pleasing to the eyes presence is extremely, extremely important in many situations, whether it's socializing, work, and so on. Last but not least, breath work can help you to bring back your mental focus. And connected to this one around the mental stuff or the brain head stuff, sometimes just through breath work, I've had women in sessions that came with migraines. Through breath work, they calmed down. Okay, there was no buzzing sound in the head or in the ears. There was no pain or tension in the forehead, none of that. So breath work can be that powerful when you do it long enough. Sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes 10 minutes. It depends on the person. When it comes to intimacy, okay, breath work, number one, helps you to ignite more pleasure and ignite more arousal. It doesn't get you aroused just on its own. That has got to be said, but combined with everything else that is going on, whether you're solo, a duo, a trio, and so on. So breath, specific kinds of breath, combined to everything else that is happening, can help you enhance beautiful, pleasurable, satisfying sensations. Breath also brings you back into your body. Many times women get worried about, what their body looks like, if they're performing well enough, if they're pleasing to the eye, if they're sounding out. So they're worried about their performance. Is it good enough for their partner? So breath work, because I work a lot with women, helps them to get back into their body in the lived experience, essentially. Last but not least, breath work in intimacy helps with continence. Both men and women, it is a great tool to use when you use it properly. Okay, you want to get some guidance here before you apply it in intimacy. It can help you with sexual continence. This one is extremely important and useful for men, but you know what? Sometimes even for women. So now that we've cleared those things up, let's start practicing. So the first kind of breath that I encourage you to use is what I call, and what I've been taught to call, water breath. Meaning you exhale way longer than you inhale. It looks like this. This is the calming breath. After workout, if your heart rate's going berserk, when you're tense, when everything, and also depending on how softly you push the air out or you allow the air out, it can be a very quiet breath. Whenever you need to calm yourself down for whatever reason and you need to not be heard, water breath is your go-to. So let's try it together 2 times. And again. Okay, the next one is fire breath. Not the fire breath that you know from other practices. This one is you inhale way longer than when you exhale. It looks like this. So you push the air out super fast from your belly, but first you inhale and then you push. Okay? What does this do? It intensifies sensations, accelerates your metabolism, wakes you up if you need to. Depending on when and how you do it, it can also intensify sensations that you feel in your body, provided that you have a partner that doesn't feel it's weird that you breathe like this. Now, let's try it together. So you inhale long enough, and you push the air out, and you try to push it all. Okay, super important. Let's try it 2 times. Okay, you push through the belly. Again. How'd that go? Did you do it? Okay. The third breath that I have for you is step on the inhale and you exhale just once through the mouth. It looks like this. It doesn't matter how long you spend to inhale or to exhale. It's step on the inhale, exhale just once. Okay, let's try it. This one, especially in workouts and all of that, it helps you to maintain your energy level constant. For whatever reason, if you need to maintain your energy levels constant when you're doing something intimate, this is your go-to breath. If your partner doesn't feel it's too weird. Okay, let's do it together. A variation for this is step on the inhale, step on the exhale. For the same purposes, it helps you to maintain constant energy levels. It's also good when you use it with affirmations in between. You imprint emotions in your body. It looks like this. Try it with me 2 times. Okay? Simple, easy peasy. You just have to do it. The fourth kind of breath that I have for you is dynamic connected breath. This one is no joke. So a lot of people, when they try it the first time, they feel that their throat gets sore, or not sore, dry, and they have to stop to swallow and then to pick back again. This breath is used in intense breathwork practices. It could also be used in intense intimate practices. Absolutely. If you're not too keen on kissing your partner, but doing this kind of breath and just focusing on the rest of the interaction. And if you're not embarrassed to breathe like this next to your partner, a lot of people are embarrassed to do that. Both men and women, and I find that's a pity, but their loss. Here's what the breath looks like, first of all. Now, try it with me 3 times, okay? And you're going to inhale through the mouth, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. No pauses in between, okay? I know it's a headache just to hear it, but let's do it. Okay, so let's go. there you go. How was it? Did you cough? Is your throat dry? Can you breathe? Do you see purple or blue? Okay, how do you feel? It intensifies everything, I guarantee you. And this one is extremely useful in healing practices. Emotional healing, first of all, okay? You have to push through nasty emotions, like really painful ones. Breathwork can help you, provided that there's somebody there with you. When we're going through intense pain, sorrow, sadness, emotional hurting, suffering, we don't have the energy to push through this. So in those moments, it's important that you have somebody next to you who keeps telling you, come on, let's go, let's do it, one more time. And then they also sound in order to remind you to keep a rhythm. So you have somebody with you that goes, just as guidance. Okay, I've learned this practice in individual sessions. I've had a woman with me, working with me, so she was my guide. And every time I was just like, I couldn't do it. I was like fed up. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I don't want it. This is stupid. She was like, come on, Liana, let's go. And I was like, okay. So, and she pushed the breath next to me. So I was lying on a mattress. She was seated in lotus position next to me, and she was like, come on, Liana, let's go. Come on. She wouldn't let me until I did the breath. It's not so easy in the beginning until you establish a rhythm, but this dynamic connected breath, super amazing. And when you're in intimacy and you have somebody who's your kind of crazy, because we got to own this, it does take a special person to bear this kind of a practice right in intimacy. But this kind of practice with body movement, because you're moving in those moments, it takes you to the next galaxy, okay? To Andromeda. I'll just tell you that. Hopefully you have somebody in your life, or you will meet somebody who's open enough, who has the consciousness there to do it with you. Okay, let's do it 3 more times. We're not going to shoot for Andromeda. We're just going to stay in the Milky Way, but let's do it. Yeah. The 5th kind of breath that I have for you is extremely soft. And this one, I use it when I do practices. I have a community of practices. I use it just for healing support. And this one is done next to a certain mindset, okay, and affirmations in your mind. However, the breath itself, it all happens through the nose. Essentially, you breathe in very, very, very slowly through the nostrils. And you guide that breath towards, well, whatever part of your body is wounded or has had an intervention, so it needs healing, basically. Okay? So let's say that we would be working on the heart space. We would inhale through the nose, slowly, and we would focus as if the breath were going in this place. Naturally, the breath goes into our lungs. Like, that's what happens physically. But in our imagination, we imagine that it goes to the place where we need healing or support or anything. So the only thing that I can say here is that I'm going to show you as I'm inhaling. I'm going to do like this. When I've stopped inhaling, I'll go like this. Okay? So here goes. Now I'm holding right here, focusing, and exhaling. Okay, try it with me, and the only guide that I have for you is the movement of the hands. Okay, so let's go. It's super, super quiet, like really, it's almost on mute. But this one, it also has the power to change your disposition and it really focuses your attention and your emotional healing thoughts to the place that you're sending them to. Okay, super, super powerful. You can also use it in intimacy, by the way. In the afterglow, in the beginning, anytime you need to gradually, softly, gently, subtly bring a certain mood, an invitation, this breath does it for you. So these are just a few types of breaths that I use. I would really love to know what you think of this, if you've tried them all. And if you resonate, then I have a community of practices. It's on Patreon. And they are somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes to 15 minutes. And there are also the deep breathwork practices. Those take somewhere around 20 minutes. If you want to try out this really big resource, check out the practices. They are both in Romanian and in English. So I'll see you in the practice community. Also, drop me a comment and let me know which breath you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.